Hello, Nigerians. There's a particular story I want to cover, and I would like you to pay attention to the end of this. Please, if you have not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. I am going to give you the moral of the lessons about this Equatorial Guinea official arrests over 400 sex tapes with VIP wives and sisters and more. Before I tell you the moral of the story, I would first of all read it so that you can understand the moral of this whole story, because the story came from Punch NG. That is where I cover the story. I have heard Very Dark Man talk about it. I decided not to talk about it. But when Punch NG talked about it, I was like, wow, let me cover the moral of the story. Let us read now. Like it as we are paying attention to what I'm saying. The Director General, National Financial Investigation Agency in Equatorial Guinea, Baltasar Engonga, has been arrested for allegedly recording over 400 sex tapes of the wives of notable people in the country. The scandal emerged in the course of a fraud investigation against the 54-year-old economist, which resulted in the search of his house and office on impromptu notice by ANIF officials who came across several CDs that later revealed his sexcapades with different married women. The videos reportedly include encounters with high-profile individuals such as his brother's wife, his cousin, the sisters of the president of Equatorial Guinea, the Director General of Police wife, not Inspector General, and about 20 of the country's ministers' wives, among others. The footage discovered in his personal office was said to have been recorded with consent and has since been leaked online, causing a media uproar. In a report by a local media platform, Ahora EG, since last October, Engonga has been involved in a sexual scandal unprecedented in the history of Equatorial Guinea. The former ANIF DG, better known as Bello, had sexual relations with several women. Some of them married and filmed these intimate encounters. The report read, the most striking thing is that some scenes took place in his work office, including moments in which he is seen sleeping with a woman next to the national flag. Saluting his country. Based on the sexual scandal, the executive has stated that the measure is a direct response to the acts that have affected the image of the country. Have you come to Nigeria first? Equatorial Guinea. Before you people start saying anything, we will get to the moral. With these new measures, the government hopes to establish a clear precedent on the expected conduct of public officials in order to create a more respectful work environment in the public and private administration of Equatorial Guinea. For days now, erotic videos have been circulating on social media featuring Baltasar Engonga. You guys use a corn star as a DG of ANIF. Well, is it not better to use a corn star sleeping with everybody's wife that gave them consent? Consent to record and consent to have. No graping. Abi, unlike some places where they use tout to do their government, thieves, international thieves to do their own. Institution that grab people that allege them of something, they do investigation without calling one side of the investigation. They let the person to go. Is this guy not better than some of the government people in some people's country called green, another color green? So let's continue. Who is currently the Director General of the National Financial Investigation? Hope it's not EFCC. If it's not EFCC. And is currently in prison for alleged corruption issues. Why should he be in prison? Why? They were searching for something on him. They've not discovered the thing that he did, like maybe he extorted money, maybe he stole money. I haven't seen anything that goes to that place. But he was being apprehended and he was put in jail just because he was doing kerewa, kerewa, ho, kerewa, kerewa, wa. Let him be set free. Consent. Shouldn't those people be holding their wife? And let us be seeing divorce paper everywhere. If you are not happy that your wife has cheated on you, start divorcing. Let us be seeing divorce paper on Equatorial Guinea. Let divorce be maliciously circulating. Leave the boy. What if he's not there as a fine man and he decides to do whatever? Now, trust me, I am not trying to praise his attitude. What I am saying is that there was one country called Nigeria, my father's land, the land of my ancestors, that they said that one person alleged that Bobrisky was performing some miracle with certain individuals. And then Bobrisky said he has a godfather. And when Bobrisky tried to escape the country, as they catch him, that's who they deliver him. As they catch him, that's who they deliver him. This one is not a man and a woman. No. This one, it is in a country that it is a criminal offense for a man and a man to be joining. But because he has become a shame, she and him is equal to shame, which is still called cross-dresser, transformer, or what, transgender and whatever. Despite that offense, they did not do digging. They did not do digging. They let it go. How does that not mean that some people are doing something, even for him to have called Godfather, that even the people that are saying that they want to investigate prison time and blah, 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 they would say they did not know that the person escaped. The same thing they are talking about in Equatorial Guinea, the same thing is applicable to some people's nationality. Everybody lowly, any lemoba ni barawo, now the person way in a cash. Come Nigeria. Rishi. So what is the moral of this lesson? Most of the people who find themselves in these political offices, powerful offices, most of them are morally corrupt, ethically corrupt, mentally corrupt. And this is the reason why they are physically and spiritually corrupt, emotionally corrupt. This is the reason why some people's country people will be crying and say, we are dying, hunger, we want to die, please help us bring things down. And their children come out to protest that, daddy, we're about to die here. And daddy catch them and he puts them in prison. 113 children. 113 children. Tell me that such person is not mentally and emotionally corrupt. Then one judge, after he has been exposed, one judge is now saying, I'm considering to release the children. Morals and ethics. Did our country have morals and ethics, Nigerians? Please talk about it. Do you think what is happening in the Equatorial Guinea with Ebang Engonga and our own people here is not the same? Then, Punch that is carrying the news, you leave your own load, you put it in your own hand, you carry another load, you put it in your own head. I'll be just trending subject. Talk about the one, keep talking about the one that is in our country here. And stop living. Let them, if they want any solution, let them leave that man. Except he commit any criminal offense because he has sex with 400 people. Let him have. How many did Solomon have? King Solomon had 300 wives, 700 concubines now. What happened? He's an African man. The painful thing now is the record of the video. If the Oga had not recorded the video and he just did what he wants to do without recording the video, how many people would know? You that you are in a government office as a man, your wife too wants to associate with all the governors and all the senators and all the anifs, anofias them. and you are living out, you are doing a woman's right, and in today's age, women have rights to do anything. Women will do whatever they have to do to get to certain position. If you find yourself in that position, let your wife be your wife. Let her know her place. You want you are a minister, you want your wife to associate with the director or general of all these things. Now so that's how it will be happening. In fact, all of you start doing DNA to start checking out the children in Ebangbong, Guinea Electoria. But in a nutshell, this is exactly how most political people are there. And imagine, Equatorial Guinea is part of Africa. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. If Equatoria, the baby in Africa, are doing it, what will the giant be doing?
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they'll lock you in jail. They never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they'll lock you in jail. They never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.